I haven't actually finished the staircase. I'm gonna have to do a slight adjustment to it.
It looks pretty solid.
Coming down, you might notice a slight difference.
Okay. I see what you mean about fire resistant. It's got metal on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my little workroom.
Wow, pretty cool.
I like it here in the winter time. It stays nice and warm.
Yeah.
The little solar that I have there. And I put a lot of work here. Come in. When I get bored, I get into little art.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Little
Yeah.
art.
In the wintertime?
Yeah. When I get bored.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I lay out my project, you know, and I do little things, you know, so I won't get, so I can stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from Antonito originally?
It looks like it, no.
You were born here? Wow.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, wow. Pretty cool.
That's
What
my favorite spot.
Oh, those are from old automobiles.
No.
No, or trains? Or what are they? That logo, I recognize that logo in the middle there from something.
Yeah.
What is that?
What's that? That's the imprint of the company or whoever makes it, you know.
Okay.
You know what those are? Back then in the Christmas, you know, in school,
Mm-hmm.
in the stage, you'd be doing your play, you know,
Okay.
and then light over here in the back.
It's
Stage
the
lights.
Stage lights.
Recall it?
Okay.
It was three colors.
Yeah.
The green, I put a little green here. It's
Okay.
because all the greens were broken. See, I didn't put a green on this one.
Okay.
So I put some, and then upon them broken, yes, yeah, of course there is.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them I saved and some I couldn't save.
Fire resistant. Let's see. Yeah.
The school gave me a lot of odds and ends. That's what I did.
Can I step out there? Yeah?
Hmm.
Can I step out there?
I imagine you can.
Okay.
What was the first thing you built?
Where did I say you were from?
Well, we're all kind of travelers. We just kind of roam around, we travel around.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of travelers
From
around.
rambler types.
The way the country is today.
Oh yeah, a lot of people took to the
We
road.
don't know. You said you were from Washington, por ahí,
Oregon.
when they Oregon.
Illinois. Yeah.
Man, it's like this wave blows my mind too, man. That it's hotter than here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. The elevation. What is the elevation here?
We've been, the elevation here is 8,000.
Okay. It's lower than.
We're slightly high up here.
Okay.
And that's kind of the reason why we're not burning here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now it's about in the 90s. No,
Is there there's what's in the middle? Because you got stone on top and stone below.
yeah.
What holds the two stone pieces? Is there like a metal frame or something in the middle there? Wow.
Did you get the stones just from the desert?
That there you see that it is it.
Oh, look.
That's the little dome that I made.
It looks like that picture.
to go down.
Is that the picture of it?
That is of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
a
that's a neat
cathedral.
picture.
It looks like a old cathedral or something, doesn't it?
Which one?
All of it. What you built here is like a cathedral. It's so cool.
It's actually what is it? Kind of look, but I mean, that would be a lot bigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cathedral.
Oh yeah,
I
but
could see
in
the
Memphis,
head of it.
hey,
the
look
head
at
of
this
it.
photo. It just calls to mind the cathedrals of Europe or something like that. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's quite a sight out here in the desert. Yeah. There's the edge of town right there.
This is the San Luis Valley.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just got back. We were camping 4 days down along the Rio Grande down the other side of Ute Mountain over there.
Okay, yeah.
It's really nice down there.
Huge. Okay.
We climbed
Oh,
we climbed to the top of Ute Mountain.
which one is that?
It's that big one just
That
down
big one back
kind
there?
of north of Quest on the south side, south end of the valley. That big one right there in the middle.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
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 We
They-
ca-
we call that the San Antonio Mountain.
Oh, San Antonio. No, Ute's the one off to the
Oh,
east a
okay,
little bit.
pa' acá.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, we'll check it out over here. This is my favorite spot right here.
Yeah. That's a good view
I
too.
can open it up and I can get the breeze.
Yeah.
Once it gets a little shadow here,
Mhm.
no matter how cold, hot it is,
Yeah.
you know, you'll always
And you have that view out there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
one right there. That tree blocks me from seeing the
Oh, yeah.
the Blanca mountain.
Mhm.
Okay.
That mountain right there. That tree right there. I don't see a tree behind it.
Yeah, if you got rid of that tree.
You must be kind of famous in town, huh?
Making jewelry. Yeah.
I didn't spend a dime, but my time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All free.
Todo was given to me, or I put it in the dump, or no.
Mhm.
Yeah, the rods, todo. Well, if you don't know how to ask, you're depriving yourself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person that I'll ask. I said, hey, how much you want for that?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that piece over in the back that you're not doing anything with? Or clean your yard if turn me out to some odds and ends.
It's extraordinary what
That's
you've
how
accomplished that way.
I did this. Just to get some boards, just to get some what I wanted.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So like God ordering me and saying, hey, mira, I'll open the door for you. And
Mhm.
they used to even bring it to me.
The shiny stuff. Huh?
Well, my mom used to tell me, wow, you bring more than what you take. I say, yeah, Mom, I'm going for another load of odds and ends, you know, boards, rocks.
Oh. When you were a kid, you were collecting things?
When I was a kid,
You
oh, yeah,
collected?
kind of.
Yeah.
I used to live by the forest. We used to play cowboys and Indians a lot. Have little hideouts in the forest, no.
Yeah.
Got every cottontail around. Every cottontail, every pheasant.
With the
Aquí
bow?
no hay cottontails, aquí no hay pheasant.
Mhm.
No hay aquí. Little by little, they're coming back because
Mhm.
the demand isn't there.
Yeah.
I made that bubble right there because I was going to get into the growing pot.
Huh?
Marijuana's like that. Oh, it looked good, it all, but the pot here, it doesn't have it. It's way either lacking the minerals in the soil, or we're lacking the humidity. Like in Colorado, the grass will grow better in Texas or in New Mexico, because what you call it aquí. Well, we have the altitude, you know what I mean, and it's sure they look like good plants and all, you know what I mean, but they're only like 10%.
Oh, it's not potent. Huh?
I got to the point that I psychologically said, "Wow, I'm getting high psychologically," and I gave it up.
Yeah.
And it was too much time. It was taking me too much. I put this one, and then I came in. I put this one too, because I had about 25, 30 plants, about 10 real super nice ones, and no. And I said to myself, I bet a lot of people are growing their marijuana on miracle grow.
Yeah.
So, you know, so many chemicals there. So,
Yeah. They come out.
so I don't know, the government goes and says, yeah, we have this proposal over here that we made, and let's see what comes up, and the Americans say, yeah, we can do it, we can do it. And that's what happened with the bread. That's what happened with the white rice. That's what happened with a lot of our stuff. You know what I mean? That the government doesn't check when the hell's going to run the show. So we have these idiots that are planting all this weed and putting chemicals
Yeah.
and fucking their own Americans up.
Yeah.
So the government can intervene and says, hey, what the hell's going on over here? We could have done this. We could have done this better than what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And what they haven't opened up to is that where the hell does the wheat come from? Eh? Mexico, Colombia, Vietnam. We have connections there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
The Americans, they tend to fuck everything up.
We've
You know what
noticed.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing a pretty
You
good
know,
job
you
of
have these big enterprises that they put their 5 million in there and says, "Hey, go ahead, run the show. You say you know how to do it, and while we entrust you, mira, to plant the marijuana, and now you're doing chemicals and all this, and putting
Yeah.
chemicals, and you're doing your sophisticated rapping and shit, which is blowing our minds, and you're kind of staying on top of us because of the way you're running the show at places.
Yeah.
So I think in Denver they've been closing up shops because they what do you call it, putting too much chemicals.
There's
So
quite a
you
bit
know,
of
you know
quite a
what
bit
I'm
of
saying. We should be at least bringing that wheat from Mexico, at least from Mexico. We're neighbors,
Yeah.
and look at it seems like there are outlaws, but America doesn't have the gall to go over there and tell the Mexicans, Mexican governments, and so say, we're interested in and they're going to grin and laugh at us.
Yeah.
And says, hey,
The tables will turn.
You're back into so all along I knew you were into drugs, you know. And so they'll kind of like, you know what I'm saying. But I'll tell you what, Mexico is laughing at us right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sure they are. They're saying, hey, them idiots, pretty much. They're poisoning themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're poisoning themselves, and we're over here, we can't handle all the marijuana, and they're confiscating a lot of it. And I wonder what the government's doing with it, burning it or what.
Makes you wonder.
And another one, the Mexican, the people are laughing at us is on the tortillas. See,
Mm-hmm.
see, the white man is the one that started all this about the white tortilla. See, he didn't give us no alternative. If not, we'd be eating brown bread. We'd be eating brown tortillas. But see, the government is the ones to blame about this. See?
Mm-hmm.
And we can say, oh yeah, the government fucked up on this one. Because the people from Mexico, they'll laugh at us if we pull out them white tortillas in front of them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if they get married into our family, and they look at them white tortillas, they'll say something about them before you know it. We'll be eating corn tortillas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And see, there's another one that the government should correct, and it doesn't correct. They shouldn't even make them, or have anything to do. They shouldn't even make the white flour. You know what I'm saying? And if they did, they should just make a little bags of cien chiquita just for little excess, and then sell see, and then the government doesn't know why we're obese and why we're, what do you call it?
Obese,
With the
We have so
diabetes and
much
all that.
cancer in
Yeah.
Mexico. There's no cancer in Mexico. In Mexico, the people keep the doctor about this big. They're laughing at him. You know what I'm saying? And over here, the doctor, he's so big that we don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to my ranch. I'm going on my vacation. And what is he doing? Look at his. I don't know exactly what I don't trust doctors at all.
No.
No, I'm the same way.
We go to Mexico when we need something big for
Yeah.
medicine.
I,
Yeah.
I rely on herbs or whatever. I've been a vegetarian for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even get sick, but the virus, no. I'll tell you. But anyway, that's what it is.
Yeah, here
See, I'm done. I'm done. See, the council is taking me to Washington.
Is that right?
That's right.
How's that? How did that happen?
See, I'm related to the notorious Espinoza brothers.
Oh.
I'm a Spanish Jew, and I'm a Native American. And what? I've been building this castle, and this has a mission. And what do you call it? I had some people from Washington come down,
Wow.
yeah, and direct me where to go. And the ladies even said that they worked there, that they were expecting me. And they said that we want to know what happened to the Spanish Jews. And I'm planning for billions that they stole our sheep from here 100 years ago, or 1910. It started in
I remember
1910.
reading about that, yeah.
And I uncovered the mystery, and I got the FBI. They don't know what to do. And I have the Mormons. I have Australia sweating it. I have the English thinking about it, what they did. And then I'm telling this. I'm going to Washington, and I'm going to be telling these other people here that that's what happened in 1776. That you didn't invite us to the fight to keep the Reds out of America, because 150 years later they land up in the Southwest and they robbed us. We used to own the San Luis Valley, and they made up stories, and they made us look bad. And on top of that, this happened in the 1860s with my family. We owned the San Luis Valley,
Wow.
the Espinozas. New Mexico was confident of the Espinozas, and says, hey, this used to be New Mexico.
Right.
But in the 1860s, when the rush came, the Civil War, when the rebels and the Yankees and the good folks came, they raided us, guys. And they stole in the 1860s, they made my uncles the villain. And they murdered my uncles, and they hogged the San Luis Valley, and they changed it to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
Plus, listen, plus the Spanish Jews, no? We were defending the Spanish Jews from the Indians from the 14th century till when the Civil War came up, and that and in 1861 they even made it a state. See, they wanted to undo what the Spanish had here, undo it. See, and now I'm going to go to Washington, and I'm going to tell them there was a bunch of lies about why they murdered my uncles, that they made them villains, and they lied about that, and they stole the whole San Luis Valley from us, and now they're lying about the sheep, the English. See, I'm attacking the English.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Because the English are the head of the government, not only of UK, but of America. You got to realize that. They're the head of and they landed up stealing our sheep. They thought that, see, and they used the Mormons. See, the Mormons are English too. And they used the Mormons, and the Mormons were here first but the government and the Mormons were here about the same time. And what do you call it? Little by little, they penetrated us. And what? There's a story in Manasseh about the Mormons. In the winter time, that one Mormon made it through the mountains, freezing his ass when he showed up in Manasseh.
Wow.
I mean, he was in bad shape. One guy,
Yeah.
in the winter time, made it to the pass,
mm-hmm.
and he was freezing his ass. So the people there turned him on to a place to stay. They gave him a cow, and they brought him up. No,
Yeah.
they brought him. And then the following year, maybe another one dropped in, and before you knew it, now go look at it. Now they own the place.
There's a bunch of Mormons out here?
Okay.
They own 60% of the San Luis Valley.
Oh, wow.
And like when I go to Washington, I'm going to tell them that here in Colorado they treated us really rude. I want to go back to New Mexico. Like I hope that I can take the
Mm-hmm.
whole San Luis Valley to come back to make it back to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Be cool.
And actually, either the Mormons pay for their property or they're out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They never paid.
Well, what I'm saying is that they either got it real cheap, the land
Oh,
around
okay.
here,
Okay.
or manipulated or whatnot. You know, but
Mhm.
little by little, I've been losing. And see, I used to own the land, my
Mhm.
Espinozas. We used to own it. Right now, look at the little piece that I have. I can't even grow a garden. Actually,
How
this little piece.
how many years back?
That they came up with them lies that my uncles were. They made them the first serial killers.
Really
If you
not.
check that out in the history, Colorado history,
Espinozas.
look up the Espinoza,
All right.
and they have the history of being the notorious, and they don't mention nothing of what I said, that they were here since the 14th century, that they were here uh, taking care of the Jews, watching the Jews, because if the Indians would show up, see, they were here since the 14th century, see,
Yeah.
they would deal with them, whatever, said, oh yeah, that's yours, that's yours. Come later on in the morning and help me weed the garden. It's yours. It's yours. See, we never. That's what happened with the white man. See, he never stopped. He should have. He should have never stopped giving to the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you stopped, and now you started doing was just grabbing, and that's why you made enemies out of them right away. See, you could. They would have turned you on to more and more, because the white man was very surprised when he showed up in 1492 in Plymouth Rock and he went into the forest. They were very surprised how manicured the forests were. You know what I'm saying? Even the Indians were taking care of the forest in Cano, you know what I'm saying? And they were very surprised. And then they found the Indians. The Indians turned you on first, and said, "Hey man, hey,
Right.
I don't know what to give you. Mira, they even gave you the beads, even off of them. When they take their shit off and put it on you, you know what I'm saying? Well, that means a lot,
Mm.
I would say, because look where they're at. Look how long it took them to acquire what they have on that they value, and for them to just put it on you,
Right.
like you know, and say, "Wow, we seen that brother from." You know what I'm saying? They could even say that. At first, they did say that you were gods. You
Mhm.
came from up there. No, after at first, when they seen the ship
Mhm.
coming,
Ships.
they told us they did look at it like
Mhm.
God sent them
The magic.
over.
Yeah. How many years?
Shall we?
Yeah. How many years back can you trace your family here?
How far can I trace it?
Yeah.
Okay. See, my family was here in the 14th, 15th century. I can't say what happened in the 17th century
Okay.
or the 16th century or 14th century, but I can pretty much say what happened in the 18th century.
Okay. But it's the 1400s, you know for sure, yeah.
But we know that for my family to acquire the San Luis Valley, they had to have been here since the 14th, 15th century
Okay.
to have known all the different families and the Indians. And the Indians.
Okay. Did they?
I'll be right with you.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
Hey man, like if you could come up with something, you know, and and trying to let them know I'm going to Washington and I'm bringing this up. You know what I mean? You could help me out somehow or
Yeah,
other.
I
You know what
will.
I'm saying?
I will.
Maybe we'll get to know each other later.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about billions, and right now, I told you that some people from Washington even came over to direct me where I had to go because they want to know when I've been used here for about 3 or 4 or 5 years already, and I got the representative from here. He came with all his staff from Denver wanting to represent me. And I said, no, I don't think so. I'm going. I'm going to Washington as soon as we get rid of Trump. So I've been wanting to go. So the only thing that's holding me up is that shot.
Okay.
See, if not, I would have already been there, and I have to take it. I don't really want to take it, but I have
know.
to take it
We didn't want to take it either.
because if not, they'll see me leery over there. Like they won't wanna
Yeah.
as close as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally believe that they're willing to deal with me. And right away, I'm not gonna come with my hands empty. I'm gonna hit them for a grant of at least $100 million to make a building here in Antonito, state of the art.
Yeah.
I'm designing it.
Okay.
Swimming pool, daycare, kitchen, todo el pedo. Maybe 4 or 5 stories high. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm going to hit them up with that proposal because the government owes me billions because the government and the Mormons stole the Spanish Jews sheep from 1907. I would say from 1910 till about 1950.
Okay.
They had us starving aquí. I tell you, we ate all the we ate all the jackrabbits too, guy, because we couldn't touch the sheep because the mafia and white collar crime had them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they had the Jews suppressed here and starving. There you go. And I believe that the government wants to negotiate a settlement because they know that they're guilty.
Yeah.
And they gave me that impression, the government, because
When
the ladies came over here and they invited me to Washington because they don't want to hear me accusing the government of stealing sheep.
Yeah.
So the ladies came, see, and to invite me over.
Who were the ladies?
They were from the Department of Interior.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's where they told me to go, to the Department of Interior. I work here, me dijo la una de ellas. We're expecting you because we want to hear what happened to the Spanish Jews.
Okay.
See, they robbed us of our sheep. The Australians have 100 million sheep. Worth at my price, they're worth $500 a sheep. That's a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
500. They're worth $40 billion, and that's not including pain and suffering we went through in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s here in the San Luis Valley. That's how we were treated after we hooked up with Colorado. They hooked us up with Colorado. I want to go back to New Mexico because this used to be New Mexico. This used to belong to the Espinozas.
So, if this is a good way to spread your message.
1861.
Yeah. When I put this online, I can send you a link so you can share it with other people. And
I'm
yeah.
going to Washington anytime in about a month or two or so.
Okay.
Right now it's the damn shot, and over here they think they're doing you a favor. I know when I see it in the East Coast, there you come in, name pronto y es de aquí. They want to hook you up, seems. You know what I mean? That's why people aren't falling for it. Or that's maybe why people don't fall for it because, hey, here they get us. They should be. What do you call it? Be a little bit more kind.
Yeah.
To
For
be
sure.
pushing that porque parece que they're paying them or something. Some of them anyway.
Yeah.
Some of them.
So should I send you in the mail when I put this on the information about it, or do you have do you use computer?
No, I ain't got shit.
Okay, I'll send you
But
in the
I
mail.
tell you what I'm telling you is the truth.
Yeah.
I cut inside my property like you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
taking pictures of it. He was a Vietnam veteran. I find out. So I come out out the house. He was right there. Him and his chick.
Okay.
His chick would have had a gun. I don't know. See, lucky that I wasn't drinking. That I don't drink. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And but when I finished with him, he was on my side.
Okay.
He was on my side. Like
Good.
he said, "Wow, man, we stole your sheep," or you know, you're accusing
Mhm.
that they had the Mormons, because you know the Mormons are the ones that stole them sheep from to Australia. The sheep that the government stole, he gave them to the Americans. See, wherever you find that merino sheep,
Yeah, merino wool. Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
They came from here, from
That's
the San Luis Valley.
She likes merino socks.
Merino sheep.
Yeah. Okay.
And anyway, I got what it takes to. Right now, I have a very heavy news clipping that says dead sheep, or it says like uh, like like asking them to go kill sheep because we're giving you so much, like yeah, dollar something for the dead sheep.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got two documents that are going to make them sit down and listen that I do have a case.
You're gonna
'Cause
take
I'm
to.
fighting this case by myself, look, for
Yeah.
billions. And me, I was scared of me. They invited me to Washington. So,
Well, I'll be looking for you. Yeah.
what's up? Let me show you this
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Really getting the inside view here.
Mhm. Yeah. He told us before he turned on the camera that most of this came from landfills and things that people gave him. He said he didn't spend any money on any of it, and he did it all himself. He gives God the credit, and he's still building. As you saw inside, he's still building a lot of things.
Hey, you guys help me out. You know, I'll turn around to, and if they don't want to give us, hey, I want my sheep back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll put so many sheep here in Colorado and New Mexico, and I'll tell the government that they got to scoot over the Mormons and whoever is in my way, because we're bringing in the sheep.
Mhm.
And that's how much power I believe I have with the government. Right
Yeah.
after I accuse them in Washington too of stealing my sheep, and then they can't pay me, you're talking about 40 billion, and that's not including pain and suffering.
I think this is a good time to get the money. Yeah. Yeah.
And see, I'm waiting. And then I'm gonna throw him with, hey, you haven't done anything for the Tausa people. What's going on?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just lay it on and lay it on. I mean, I watch the news 5 times a day. I know when I'm gonna make my move to Washington. Check out this bad one.
Okay. Cash for dead sheep. We will pay you $1.50 for all dead sheep with the pelts on, weighing 90 pounds or more. Just phone 506 and our driver will make the pickup.
Huh.
Our trucks are steam cleaned and disinfected after each trip.
May
Wow.
22nd, 1947.
1947.
Yeah, they're
I
Wow.
wouldn't think you'd be doing it that late.
like asking for it.
Yeah.
That's
What's this one, bad boy? You got that one?
yeah,
right?
I got that one, yeah.
Okay. What's this one? This happened in 1912. You know what happened in 1912?
There was a war. Which war
Oh, it's
was
1812.
American-Mexican War,
Okay.
right here. I was smoking a joint with the FBI. I got the real picture, and I'll show you guys the picture. So yeah.
Okay.
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 I'll show you the picture of that. I took his hat off, the FBI,
Mhm.
and he took my picture.
Okay.
I was rolling one. I was rolling one. Check out this one. This one is gonna blow your mind. For sure, this is my foot in the door in Washington.
Sheep baron to build mansion. Okay.
1912 por ahí.
So he stole the sheep and he used the money to build his mansion. Yeah.
Not necessarily. He's got you would like to hear what I know about him.
Okay.
Warschauer, he was a German. He came over here. He was a clean vato. Only that he got together with the English guy, and he turned evil. But he was a good guy, the German.
He was a good guy.
But he got together with the English here and said, "Wow, what opportunity!" You know what I'm saying? The
Okay.
English.
Okay.
So he went dirty, and he didn't last too long. See, in 1912, he's announcing that he's the Baron. 1913, he was fixing a house because they had already burned it once, so it burned once. So he had just finished fixing the house, and what he died in. I say it was 1914, but he died in 1913. And guess of what?
Gunshot.
He killed himself.
He couldn't live with it.
Why? Why did he kill himself?
Guilt?
The whorehouse, they had the whorehouse right there where the sheep come, or the Jews would come bring all the sheep right there at 1911 in the back. There's a train depot, and they would come with their sheep there, and they would make them a deal. And the whorehouse was there, and the little bank was where you could save your money, or the guy to buy the sheep was right there, and they could load up the sheep on the train, or they could take them over there across the river. That was government sheep right there, the government sheep. And the whorehouse was something that's the best girl. They had 5 tokens, best girl, and they had I tried to buy a token so I could have crew, but I didn't want to late for all the tokens. What did he die of?
Was it syphilis? Yeah. Okay.
So the Jews fixed him up with the best girl, and he got syphilis. Yes. Syphilis wasn't conquered till 1930. Penicillin. So anyway, his old lady was pissed off at him that he was going down, and you know syphilis. Oh, you can't stand the pain.
Yeah, it's also makes you
Pain,
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? And what else about him? See, and that's a mystery. They don't reveal that.
Okay.
And that's what blows their mind. That what? How come he killed himself? He just finished building the mansion. Go look at it right there. You
Okay.
know where it's at?
No, do you?
You know where
No.
the store's at? No, the main store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Right across.
right across on the other block.
Okay.
Yeah,
Behind the nightclub.
behind the Golden Nugget.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And he died of syphilis, and his old lady was down. And that's when the English moved in. Once he died, see, he already had everything pretty tight, aquí, so the English, they moved in, the Mormons moved in. And the government was saying, hey, my peace aquí, eh? Because as long as you Mormons don't get revealed, see, it's because we're, what do you call it, covering all your tracks.
Yeah.
Or it can cover all your tracks.
Yeah, this is really fascinating about the sheep. So I guess before there would have been sheep everywhere in the desert.
And before in 19, when we started bringing in the sheep, in 1907, they let us alone for about 5, 6, till about 1910,
Okay.
1912, the Baron comes in. Okay, for a while they left us alone, see, and we had that San Luis Valley packed with sheep. But you know who was giving us trouble? The Mormons again. They came up with the Cattle Association. And
Okay.
there's where this comes from.
And they didn't.
Cattle. That's why now that I print it, because I'm going to send copies out there to the people because now
Yeah.
because they know I'm going to Washington, see, and now and then I got this real pretty one that I'll give them. I'll
Yeah.
print it. I'll
Yeah.
print that one and this one, and I'll put here, and the Cattle Association was the chaotic, was the, I'll put something like Asina, like something
Yeah.
that I can put before I run it in the Xerox, you know what I mean? I can put it
Yeah.
away.
That ad there is especially incriminating. That's
Is it?
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is. And I found my photographer fixed it real pretty for me.
Mm-hmm.
I got it one like this one. Come in. I'll show you guys my
Okay.
pictures. And where did you say you were from again?
I'm originally from Illinois. I grew up on a farm,
Okay.
but we've been living in Oregon in Klamath Falls for the last
yeah.
year.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was bad. Right there where you guys are getting it. Hot.
It's been getting really hot there. Yeah.
Just close that door. The clouds.
Sarah, did you close that door? Okay.
Come in.
Okay.
I don't have too much light, you know.
Okay.
See, I'm a Jew. I'm a Spanish Jew. My mother was a Spanish Jew. My grandma was a Spanish Jew. See, this santo comes from the 14th, 15th century, before the Inquisition. That's why the Spanish Jews left before the Inquisition to America, because they knew that they were going to get it, like the Russians got it.
Mm-hmm.
Every country in Europe had their Jews, and I guess they hated that. Because they were smart, and they were very confidential with their intelligence, or they didn't want their intelligence to be misused. I don't know how some of these Jews would think, you know, but there was something that the state hated about them. That they don't contribute, they don't do this, they don't do that. Don't you? Isn't that so? Won't you agree?
I suppose so.
They have their estos. Why is it that they weren't respected?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would have gotten more respected. Those Jews, they would have. Pero they were. Asina would think that they were kind of like. They didn't want to deal with the humans because they were vicious in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And if we tell them, and we don't want our information or intelligence to have anything to do with what you're doing to those people. You know what I'm saying? Así now, that's the way the Jews will think. You know what I mean? They'll figure out your race and they'll figure out your country and they'll see what the hell you're doing, and then you come in over here telling me this or that. You know.
Yeah. That's
Mira, aquí tengo el retrato
bueno. Oh, there's the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just above us.
Okay.
I took his hat. Charge me now.
Right, yeah.
Well, times sure have changed according to marijuana too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Now they'll.
Okay.
Wow. Well, that's thanks so much for sharing everything with us.
Yeah.
This is the one now. The one castle now, with the lights on.
That's cool. Do you light it up every night?
No, I don't have it that this. This
Oh,
is
that's
to
a
be
really good one.
Yeah, that's cool.
with the roses. Yeah. This doesn't have the bridge. This is an old, pretty old. This is more or less got the bridge.
Wow.
And
The bridge.
and my photographer comes and turns me on.
Yeah.
He just turned me on to some real nice pictures. Give me a second. I'll show you one. I'll show you the pictures. He turned me on to this photo recently. I didn't show you guys inside the castle, in the wall, in one of the walls by the door.
Wow.
I'm a fanatic when it comes down to cannons.
No.
Yeah, that is cool. We saw those all over.
The leather doors on the double doors. The
Wow.
leather doors, mira.
Okay. It's the gate we just came
In
through.
the alley.
Oh, in the alley. Okay.
That's the Queen's crown.
Okay.
I haven't finished it. Pero poquito más o menos. That's out of the alley.
Okay. The alley again, yeah. The Queen's Gate.
And there's an old picture. back in the late
So-
19.
This one's bigger now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
shit. And I had all kinds of signs. And I think that the first one I put out there was distribute wealth.
Nice.
And I had there broken treaties and cosas así na, to
Mhm.
see how they make. And este aquí,
Mhm.
I had it for the longest time. Back
1980.
then in the early 90s,
Wow.
Okay.
God's World. Kind of like a rebel towards to see if they push them to change.
We need more
You know
rebels.
what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
It's
Mhm.
God's world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So man can kind of snap and says, "Hey,
Mhm.
it is God's world, eh?" And if we give a little bit more emphasis to God, God would stick his neck a little bit more and says, "Hey, yeah, right on, right on." Seems like they do want to change. They do want to.
Mhm.
I told the best artist in town,
That is.
"Draw me up, a ver, draw me up."
That's cool.
That's nice.
And that's the best we could do.
Jesus'
mira.
Wow.
castle.
And I haven't found an artist that can draw the castles. If you look at it, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
That's a good abstract impression.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty much, pretty
Yeah.
much. I offering the peace pipe, mira.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's about 10 years ago. Y aquí tengo el este de la sheep, mira.
Mm.
My photographer make a lot of copies with this.
Where did you get the original to take the picture of?
This is the original. Oh, that one over there, I seen.
Where did
Yeah.
you find it?
You know, my grandparents had it in their
Oh, okay.
box.
Okay.
They had it there.
Wow.
And I looked and I went through it, and I remembered. And there's another one that I did miss. It's not. It's not. I had three. Now I only have two. And the other one was the Jews. I'll be
Someone
right with you.
knocking?
It was about the Jews in 19. They were already stealing our sheep by 1912. No, the Baron
Mhm.
was already moving in our sheep. By 19, I'll be right with you. By 1917, the Jews uh, headline, okay, headline. The Jews are hoping for the end of the world.
Mhm.
And in La Jara front page.
Okay.
I
didn't-
seen that and I took it to the college. The chicks jumped me back.
Yeah.
And one of them stayed with it.
I just never
Yeah.
knew that there were
They
many.
jumped me for that.
Mhm.
The
And I told her, hey, I want it back because my mom said, wow, man, we don't want that thing too. But I kept it in my head, and I said, I'm going to do something about this. And then I found this one here, I found.
Wow.
And then I found this, or recently I found this one.
Muchísimas gracias para mostrarnos su casa.
Pardon?
Muchísimas gracias para mostrarnos su casa.
Órale, cabrón. I made this, mira, the frame, turquoise, with the copper.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that frame a lot.
See it?
Yeah. That's the
The,
shrine.
the one with the yellow roses.
I didn't know
I
there
put
were.
it in different white roses, yellow, red, all the pretty roses, and then when my photographer comes, right there.
Yeah, we never knew there was
Let me turn
a.
you guys onto a candy.
Oh wow, cool. Thanks. Can I give you a little bit of a donation?
To my main admirers of the castle. This is his castle.
Yeah, an incredible job with this.
Órale, guy.
Can I give you a little bit of a donation?
Hey, that depends.
It depends. I would like to.
Okay, it's cool.
Okay.
Come on out here.
Okay.
Did you guys want a drink of water?
I'm good.
Some
I'm
good
good.
water. This isn't water from.
Yeah. Here, I'll put this on the table there. Thanks so much. I'd like to make a donation there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I fixed my house with used stuff. The marble that they had it in the shed for the longest time. They didn't want to clean it, and I cleaned it. I cleaned it, and I put up. Mira, look at the ceiling.
Yeah.
It looks like I did it with bubble gum, no? I'm not
It's,
it's not
it's
a
hard.
job.
It's difficult.
It's
I've
not
tried.
a perfect job.
It's not easy.
But I let you know that's what I want, Mira. See it? We can still get it like that with God's help.
Fresh water.
Paradise.
God's help. Have God in our to be one of the deciders.
If I mail a letter to this address, will you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Box, you know my box, no? 743.
Okay, box 743. Okay. Bye.
Antonito. Hey, stay in touch.
Yeah.
When I go to Washington, see, what do you call it?
Yeah.
I need some, what do you call it? Some, especially if there's that possibility you can make it to Washington. Give
For
me
sure.
a little bit of,
Yeah. I'll
and that
bring
way
this.
what do you call it? I'll stand in the steps there in
Oh.
Washington, and I'll make an act there. You
Hold
know.
on, Alex.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? And you'll be right there like,
People can put on this headset and they watch this video and they're really in the video. They're inside the video. So
I'll be
yeah.
putting my Indian stuff.
Okay.
And then every day I'm gonna come in different. I wanna testify for about 3 or 4 days in the Department of Interior,
Okay.
and I might go to the Department of I don't know. I might be able to drop out my guts right there in the Department of Interior. What I think.
I'll send you a letter soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
What was-
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe we can make something happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of people around here that are backing me up, and I got a lot of the tourists are keeping an eye on what's gonna happen about this about the sheep, because
Okay.
they want to see justice on this one, because they did us with the Espinozas. See, they lied and they did us with the Espinozas, but I might come back and I might say, see, all the lying you're trying to do with the sheep. Or if I get any opposition, and then I'm gonna tell them, that's what you guys did with my uncles in the 1860s. You used the excuse of that they were that they were hostile, that they were aggressive, and you were the aggressive. The Yankees and the rebels, and the good folks in the back coming in. You know, the rebels were making were what do you call it, grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were grabbing.
Yeah.
And over here in the Southwest, we didn't have any guns.
Yeah.
And they killed us in cold blood.
Oh.
I love you guys.
Muchísimas gracias. Hasta
love
luego.
Hasta luego.
You come over, you're welcome. Again.
Thank you.
Okay,
Cano.
thank you.
Cano.
Cano. Garth.
That's my nickname.
Cano.
Like Chief Cano.
Chief
I want to
Cano.
go with my hat, the chief, on the
Okay.
department.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's good possibilities that they're going to help us. You know why? Because I like Deb Halen. She was here in New Mexico. Remember, they had just put her there for about a year. She was only there for about a year.
Okay.
And what? And my shit was heating up over here, and I sent the word out that I wanted to see her, and I know that she got the word.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a big case. And look what happened. They gave her the position of the main cheese in the Department of Interior.
Yeah.
And so I feel that they're waiting.
Now you got a connection.
It's a good time.
Waiting on
Yeah.
me, guys.
It's a good time. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Hasta luego.
Good.
Thank you, Cano.
Let's go around the alley here.
All right.
So he started building it in 1980. quite an
No
experience.
doubt, yeah. Cool. Really got the inside look on that one.